Welcome back, Saints. I'm Haley Turner.
And I'm Natalie Netteberg, and this is SFHS Today.
In national news, the coronavirus deaths hit the 500,000 mark in the United States, which continues to shine on the spotlight on the vaccination rollout, according to the New York Times.
New cases are on the decline, but epidemiologist Wafa El-Sadir says while there is cause for optimism, it is still fragile. As of February 20th, the Times reported a 62% decline in cases in the U.S.
While St. Francis area schools reopen fully, others in the state and country are working to follow suit. One recommendation is that the teachers be allowed to vaccination. The Times reported that the country now has enough vaccinations to move teachers to the front of the line without some naturally delaying vaccinations for everyone else. However, many teachers in St. Franny are still on the waiting list.
Last week, we shared out some shout-outs from teachers. This week, we continue the segment where teachers compliment their students.
So is there any students or classrooms that you feel that should be noticed?
I would like to notice Avery Engholm, who is a ninth grader, and I had her first trimester, and I think that she's really great and silly and funny, and she made me smile every day in class, and I think that she should be noticed.
I really appreciate students who are honest and hardworking and will try anything in class. I have all 10th graders this trimester and actually all year, so a shout out to the 10th graders. Some of them I had as 9th graders and they've really matured this year. It was really fun. I had 2 classes first try and I have all those students again this trimester, so getting the chance to have students twice in 1 year has been really awesome for me too. So a real shout out to those students who are honest, hardworking, and just willing to give everything a try and trust that it will all work out.
The health office continues to remind people to report positive COVID-19 cases to Holly Coy, the high school nurse, by emailing her at the email below or calling her.
In other news, there is a tie blanket drive going on to benefit the hospital. So go make some blankets over the weekend and get them in before next week. As we have all experienced, COVID restrictions have completely changed the way everything works. Currently, prom advisor Lisa Erickson and the administration are trying to figure out a way that prom can still happen safely. Reporters Avery Chester and Nate Minster spoke with Erickson about the potential for prom.
So prom is really hard to plan right now because of COVID restrictions. Right now the state mandates only 15 people can eat together. So if we had a dinner with prom, it could only be 15 people. And if we weren't eating, we could have 25% capacity at our venues. And that would put us at about 100 students, which is very, very short from the normal 400 to 450 that we have right now. So we don't have a true plan for prom at this point in time because of the restrictions. We're trying to figure out and work around those to make it happen this year.
Will juniors and seniors be able to attend the prom if we have one?
If we're able to have one, right now the top priority would go to senior students. Since last year as juniors, they didn't get to have a prom, but if the possibility opens up where we can have more students, we would definitely allow both juniors and seniors.
And then if we do get a prom, what does it look like for the seniors? Would they only be able to go with other seniors, or are they able to ask underclassmen?
So if we have to limit the number, it would start with seniors only. So they would either be taking senior dates or just going in groups of friends with other seniors. If the numbers allow it, we could open them up to have dates outside of that senior range.
It seems that they are looking for dates in May in order to allow the most time for planning and safety.
In activities news, speech continues to compete virtually. Reporters Jacob Talley and Brody Wyant spoke with some of the members of the team to see how their season is going.
I'm in creative expression. I wrote a story about a girl traveling through alternate dimensions to find immortality.
I'm in storytelling. I get 15 stories or fairy tales at the beginning of the season, and I tell those at comps.
I'm in humorous interpretation, and mine is about a girl who goes to France and gets ditched by her friend.
I'm in domestic extemporaneous speaking. I talk about politics, the economy, and prove my point is right.
This year, instead of having our normal competition, which you go to the school, everybody's together in your rounds and outside of rounds, this year we all do our round in a separate room, and obviously we do not go to the schools.
I like how we're doing it now. I mean, it's not, as good as going to the schools and meeting new people from different schools. My dad lives 2 hours away, so when it's his weekend, I don't have to drive 2 hours. I can just do it from his basement. But it would definitely be a lot more fun if I could wait outside the rooms like normal and talk to people outside rooms, or even be in the same room as my sister, who's in
Alright, so how's the season going?
Good, actually,
I think
really
so.
good. Last week we had STMA. I finaled. Tara honor. You finaled.
I honor final, yes.
Honor final.
I did my best.
I got next in.
You got next in. And we've been having people final every tournament, so we're excited to see what happens at Princeton.
It's Shamrock Shake season! Our food reporters went out to shake it up a bit, giving us the insight about the infamous seasonal Shamrock Shakes.
Today, we're reviewing the Shamrock Shake because the Shamrock Shake is back. Let's go. Initial impressions?
Shake. Very shamrocky.
But not too shamrocky. It's minty. They went a little light on the whipped cream.
They did. It was a little bit disappointing on the whipped cream part, but I mean, that's not the important part.
Yeah, that's at the top. Doesn't matter too much.
I feel like it's not super minty. Like usually they're like sometimes they're overwhelming. Yeah. This one's just like that's a nice mint taste.
If you get past, mine was a little more vanilla at the bottom. You could see it. As you get past that, it's a lot mintier.
Yeah, I guess mine is too.
I don't know, mine's pretty minty all the way through.
Alright, you're cool.
Ooh.
See you next time.
The Shamrock Shake definitely wins.
Hey Natalie, you know what goes great with shakes?
French fries?
Yep, and reporter Jaden Bowman got the week's RQT. What's your favorite fry?
It's the random question thing, ding.
So what is your favorite place to get fries and why?
I think it's McDonald's. I just think it's the best place to get your basic French fries for the most part.
I really like Freddy's fries because they're small, but you get a buttload of them. And they have a really, really good sauce called Freddy sauce.
McDonald's because they have the most addictive fries.
I like Chick-fil-A because they're waffle fries, and I really like waffle fries, and they're the only fast food place that has waffle fries. So,
man, I gotta say McDonald's, and I'm a little bit biased because I work there. I'm the fry boy. I make the best fries.
My favorite place to get fries is Arby's because I like the springiness of the curly fries.
Now let's pitch it over to sports.
As our winter season winds down, I had the chance to speak with softball coach Sharon Bergman and the player Abby Frio about their upcoming season. When does your season usually start?
Our season normally starts at the end, or in the middle of March, right after spring break. Now it's going to start at the end of March.
How do you feel about coming into 2021 this year with your new season?
Super excited to have a season this year because we didn't get one last year. So it's been almost 2 years since we've been able to compete. We're going to be really young this year, but I don't even care. I'm just so glad to be able to have a softball season.
I just hope that we get to play, and I hope we get to do good as a team, and for individually, I hope I do good, and just for it to be a great season and to have fun.
It's going to be a little shorter in terms of the practice time that we have, but we are still going to be able to compete in 20 games, which is a regular game season.
And is there guidelines and procedures you have to follow during this?
As of now, the only ones that I really know is we have to have face masks still, especially when we're in the dugout. But I believe that when we're out on the field, then we don't have to because we're outside.
I just hope that it's somewhat normal and just mostly to have fun and get into the rhythm again.
Before we go, our reporters Abby Chalk and Maddie Little got their cameras rolling and their bowling balls striking. Here they are having a good time.
That's all we have for you this week. Stay safe, Saints!